Hello, welcome. Today I'm going to show you how to build this combined bamboo and sugarcane farm that's part of my modular Minecraft base. I do highly recommend that you see my video about the introduction of the modular Minecraft base, but you can easily build this as a standalone module as well. As you can see on this side, it's a bamboo farm. And if we go up and around to the other side and down a bit, you can see on this side it's a sugarcane farm. I have already built another standalone module here that has exactly the same mechanics, and what you need to build one of these farms on both sides is in this chest that I will show you in a second. So take a screenshot. If you want to prolong it and have two farms, which is actually 1, 2, and on the other side 3, 4 farms, you will need to double up what's in the chest. Over here I've already laid out the foundation for this tutorial. It's 3 modules, as you see. It's 9 by 9 by 9. Take a screenshot if you need to do it. There's one empty block in between and then room for the pillars. Right. The first thing we have to do is to put in the collection system that is a minecart on rails, and we'll do that in both sides. And I'll just lay the bricks down so you can see it from the air. This is one side done. You can see you just fill out a row of blocks, and then on the final last one you put in 4 more blocks. So there's 3 empty spaces left. Now I've laid down the blocks on both sides, the place where the rails are going, and I put down some redstone blocks. If you don't have very much redstone, or you don't want to use redstone blocks, you can also put in a normal block like this and power it with a lever on the side. Now you can see I laid down the tracks, 2 powered rails at the end, 3 powered rails when it crosses the redstone block. And now it's time for the collection system. You punch out the 4th block, put a hopper there pointing into this, take out those stones, and then you just put a powered rail on top of it, and then you put 1 block there, 1, 2, and like this. And then you go over here, you put down a comparator pointing into that block, you put down a torch, and you go this, and you put a block there. On this side, you put the chests, double chest like that, and then the collection system is all done. The next step is building the engine, so to speak, and to do that we're going to raise walls, and we start by putting in 1 here and then all the way down. As you can see, I've made a wall. It's 7 high counting this one, and it is from starting here and going all the way down here. So there should be a space of 2 blocks to the comparator. Now that these 2 walls are built, what we're going to do is take out these blocks here, and on this level, but 1 in, we're actually going to make a row of glass right along this side and right along this side. You should now have something looking like this, and on top of the glass layer we're gonna make a floor of blocks all the way across. You should now be having an H kind of structure like this. What we're gonna do now is we're gonna punch out this entire row except the ones at the end. That is behind the glass. If we see it from this side, we're gonna punch out number 3, which is this one, all the way down. And stop 1 short of the end. Actually, I made a small mistake there in the counting. What you're going to need to do is put those two back so it lines up with this one. Still only one in that end. And then you're going to take out your dirt, put it right there, and then just fill up with dirt all the way down to there. Now, if you're wondering what this is all about, this is the dirt that the sugarcane and the bamboo will grow on. There's a difference between sugarcane and bamboo. That sugarcane needs water to grow, bamboo does not. It's a very grateful crop, it will grow almost anywhere. But I just want to make this farm flexible so you can change out the crop if you want to. So I've done room for water on both sides. And that is what this room in here is for. It's for water. So the earth is ready for sugarcane. What I recommend you do is punch out every third like this, and then just put down water like this. Let me go ahead and do that on both sides. Now that the water is all in place, we're going to build the engine, and it's very simple. You take all the way down in the middle and you place redstone dust, and actually we need to do like this, so, and then just redstone dust down there. You should now have something looking exactly like this, and what you want to do is you want to place down repeaters on both sides pointing into the wall. You should now have something looking like this, and there should be exactly 20 repeaters on both sides, and in the other end you leave the final one that is just before the wall empty. Then you're going in and finding the middle roughly around there, and you punch out that block. Then you're going to place down an observer pointing this way. So the red end is up here, and then you're going to go down under, and you might have to dig down a bit, but you're going to place another one there, and then you see that the clock is going. That's just an observer clock. And if you go back up here and then place one piece of redstone dust, you will have the engine going. However, these are going at exactly the same pace, but when I deactivate it and put it back, this is going much faster, and that's the pace we're looking for. So you're going to have to do this little trick downstairs. You can do something else if you want to. I just like this observer clock, but you can actually make a comparator clock like this and then bring up the signal. To do this trick here, it's actually easier to take this one out first and then place a sticky piston right there, and then go down and place it like you did before up there. And if you can, no, I couldn't punch out the this one. I punched a hole, but what you can see now is that it's going faster. So all I have to do now is to go upstairs right here and then replace that block and a piece of redstone. Now we have to place in our sticky pistons, which is the things that harvest our crops. You have to do this on this one. From the top it's 1, 2, 3 down. It's the block that the repeaters point into. To help us do that, I placed a lever here so I can kind of block this from going. And what you want to do is go around here and place this one. It will be powered, but there's room for you to go down here and place the piston, the other piston, that way. Oh, I can't fly. Like this. So it is one above the dirt. You will now need to place an immovable block behind the piston, like this. I'm using a furnace because it's cheap, but you could use any immovable block, obsidian, whatever. And above that, you're going to place a block like that, and Then you're going to go beneath it and place a block there and out here, and underneath those two you're going to place 2 blocks like so, and 1 block there, so you kind of have this stair things going. And you're going to place a block right there. This one was actually wrong, so it's going to look like this. So if you see it from the side, you have the immovable block and then 1 block, and you don't need that block, and you don't need that block, and you don't need that block. So an immovable block, 1 block, 2 block underneath, and over here 2 block, and then 1 block up. What you're going to do now is you're going to place a repeater right there and put it on 4 ticks, and then you're going to put a repeater right there on 1 tick, and then you're going to connect them up like this with redstone, and you're almost done, because you just need to place in from this side underneath this block. You will place a torch like this, and you will take a button, go around on the other side on this block and place a button, and now the system is working. If I flick off this, you can hear that now it's going on this side, because we haven't built the system here, so it's going to be going back and forth until we stop it. But on this side it's stopped, and unless we do like this, which is a manual way of starting it, or unless something comes up, let's say sugarcane grows up in front of the observer, it's going to be in dark like this. Now let me just build the other side and get back to it. Now all the redstone and all the complicated parts are done. All we need to do is place down mine carts on each side, like so, and then plant bamboo on one side and sugarcane on the other side. So let me just go ahead and do that. And of course I just noticed that when we get down here we cannot plant sugarcane on this last one, so we have to bring out the water 1 more. So just make sure you do that on both sides. Put a block there, and then go in here and punch out this one and put it back in, and then we should be able to plant the sugarcane. Now we're all done, it's all functioning and working, and I just have to make this building look nice and in the style I want. Of course I'm using this turn of the century factory style that I like, that fits into my world, but as I said in the introduction to the Modular Minecraft Base, you can also do other styles. It's not, you're not confined to my style. I mean, this is, I just built this so you can see an kind of fantasy old medieval thing. You can even put a roof on it, and I've also tried to make one very modern like this, so you don't have to use that style. Okay guys, that was it. Thank you for watching. If you liked it, please leave a like, and I hope you'll be back to see when I build other modular farms for this Modular Minecraft Base. And of course, if you want to build them as standalone modules, you can. So please subscribe if you want to see more. Bye.